Welcome to Premier RV Center, and inside a brand new unit to us, and brand new for the Bijou line in Apex's Ultra Lite series. This is the 16RDB. This is a unit that is under 3,100 pounds, so it is a wonderful little unit that could be towed by a wide variety of SUVs. We're going to start up front here. I'm going to show you some of the properties and who I think this could be a great fit for. So we've got a great little central bed as we come in up front. They have increased the size of the window. They're not using an exterior cap, which we'll show you in a minute outside. So it'll allow them to go a little wider with the window here, so even more light coming into this front area. You can imagine on a dark day, be very comfortable to sit here, lie down, read it, and read a book, and just relax. We do have USBs on both sides, as well as 120 volt. And then we've got our emergency exit window here. Lots of room up top here for bags and those kinds of things. Great thing is here in this particular layout, it sets up really well for a number of our clients, and we have more and more clients who are in this simpler situation where they don't always necessarily sleep together, and that's largely because somebody may have issues with snoring or CPAP machines and things like that. And sometimes if they're having a night where it's disturbed, they want that option to have a secondary bed, not necessarily bunks. This is an amazing unit for that, so it just gives you that option because you get almost the same size bed at either end. And even if it was just for occasional guests, grandchildren, things like that, again, you've got that smaller unit that's under 21 feet, under 3,100 pounds, with an amazing amount of features, and a unit that, again, can comfortably sleep, whether it's, sort of 2 to 4, depending on the situation. So it just gives you lots of different folks that this can be very, very handy for. As we come in the door, we've got kind of life's essentials right here. So we've got our monitor panel. It's going to show how full our tanks are. We've got our switches for things like our interior lights, our water pump, our awning switch, our awning light. So everything's centrally located. We do have a little outlet here for the kitchen, little spot where we can drop maybe some maps, things like that, trail guides, things like that we'll naturally be using. Love the fact that if you're just quickly stopping and you want to use the bathroom, just super easy access just as you come in the door. And for a smaller trailer, it's actually deceiving how big this is. So you have a ton of space, full tub surround as well. We do have a skylight here, and then we've got great storage. So you've got, again, a little medicine cabinet and vanity storage, a couple medicine cabinets actually, so we've got lots of places to store things. We do have a standard tankless hot water heater. Controls are just going to be here by our outlet and interior light. And then we already have some hooks in the wall here for towels and those kinds of things. Everything is LED lights in here, so we do have 200 watts of solar standard on the roof. So that is something that, again, it certainly will help you to be off-grid if that's the intention at some point. Great little kitchen, again, smaller coat, smaller kitchen, but they've really maximized it in terms of the amount of storage. A lot of drawers here. We've got our undermounted sink, a little spot here where we can let the dishes dry when we're finally stopped. We've got a nice high-rise faucet, and then look at the size of the windows. So this is the only window that won't have a roller shade. You do have an outlet above here as well. Again, LED lights. You've got a little tower holder already in place. Some pots and pan storage. You do have a microwave here as well. Furnace just below that. Little true burner stove. The actual glass top will serve as a backsplash for you. So that'll just peel back. And again, if you've got maybe some soup on, things like that, it's going to keep it off your window for you. So again, very, very practical. You've got room on here for a coffee maker, a toaster, those kinds of things. But again, you have all that usable space here. So some of those items can literally stay on the table if you wish. You do have storage access from this side, but all the way through the top here, you can gain access. And then there actually is an exterior hatch for that middle section, should you want to use it as some outside storage. But just look at it. You can imagine if you were lucked out and got a waterfront campsite, or you purposely booked one. I mean, you just have amazing vistas for a small trailer, which generally you don't see. I mean, this is better window coverage than a much larger 8-foot wide, 30-foot unit that's a rear living room. So you get just amazing views. And if you're someone who's not all that partial to AC, you're going to get great cross flow here. The bottom here opens as well. There is an AC. You could just run the fan if you wish above my head. So lots of choices there. If you want to block out the sun from one direction, you've got great roller shades. And again, storage where they can here. So both sides, they've given you some storage here as well. It is an emergency exit window. We are prepped for a TV here. That's something we can help you with, either the mount or the TV as well. So it gives you a natural location to kind of be able to, stick yourself in the corner here, put up your feet and enjoy a movie. You could set this out as a bit of a day bed, so that would be another great way to, on a rainy day, be able to watch some movies together, cuddle with some blankets, and away you go. But just a wonderful, wonderful view back here. So if you're lucky enough to get one of those sites that we all covet, certainly something you will be able to appreciate here. We do have a power converter that's ready for lithium batteries, so if you are looking to be off grid, certainly something you can consider as well. We've got a nice big fridge here. It is going to be a 12-volt fridge, huge for its size. Again, I think this is one of the best values in the RV industry for the types of features and the kind of construction. You're getting 99% or a lot of what a Nano can deliver to you. It's going to be a little narrower, being 7-foot wide units, but they do open up the number of tow vehicles as well. So we've got our fan here, central here, will help bring out any smells we have in the kitchen. But if you have these windows open, nothing's staying in here for long. And then our AC unit just above us. Let's take you outside, guys, show you some of the highlights outside. Probably one of the best trailers I've seen in terms of the awning coverage. I mean, they absolutely maxed it out for you. We've got the steady steps here for more ride. We've got, again, our fold-away lend-a-hand here, so you've always got something to hold on to for stability. And then check out the awning coverage. So they went absolutely to the back most point they could, and then follow it forward. It goes right past the door by almost 3 feet. So they have given you all the shade in the world. And really, when you're camping, if this is a first RV for you, you quickly realize you're never inside. So you are going to enjoy this outside space all the time. So up front here, beautiful new cap for them. Nice, really long, bright LEDs here. I love this addition. And the cap, it allows them to do a bigger window, but long term, it cuts down the amount of maintenance, the amount of seams for you, so less to have to maintain. We have a standard 20-pound tank behind here, room for multiple batteries. So a nice high stone guard here. We've got oversized jacks for the size of the trailer here, so they're very steady on the ground, doesn't move at all. A massive storage compartment in the front. So right now we've got some of our accessories here, our 30 amp cord. We do have an outside griddle that will come with it. Behind this little hatch you see here that's quite long and goes the full length of the 7 feet, you actually have some hidden fishing rod storage. So if you've got a nice rod, you can tuck it in there. We've got a motion sensor light. We've got our charge controller for solar. You could add one more solar panel here if you find you're doing a lot of off-the-grid travel. It does have the capacity for that with the standard charge controller from Coachman, which is great. So you have the same level of build quality here that you would see in a Nano, because we have Azdel composite behind the fiberglass that helps to lighten the unit, but the big draw is that in the future, you don't have something that can create mold, that can separate that wall, that's going to age it prematurely if you miss on the maintenance side. We've got our LED light running the full length. Again, we've got a nice window in the door, bringing in light. And then we've got those huge windows in the kitchen and in that rear lounge area. We've got our aluminum rims, so we cut down on the maintenance, great little fenders. You'll see the little tag here in the breeze, that is our LP gas connect, because we have our griddle rail here, so you can mount the griddle right to the side of the trailer, or should you choose, you could add a little table there and certainly cook off the side there. We do have a tie down point for the family dog, should you want to bring them with you. If not, it's a great one to be able to lock up some bikes or any other accessories that you don't want to make sure disappear on you. We have currently the spare tire essentially located here, but if we slide it to the side, you're going to have access to this rear compartment. Should you want to use it for, accessories at the back, could be good for your power cord, those kind of things when you're hooking it up here at the back. We are LED lights all around the exterior of the coach. We are pre-wired up top for a backup camera. And again, you can see how large those windows are on the 3 sides. So they really did a great job just bringing in a ton of light and a ton of fresh air. We do have our spray port here, so some cold water spray off for your feet coming back from the beach. We have our water inlet here should you have water on site. We have easy access for winterization to our onboard tankless hot water tank. 30 amp service is the standard. If you don't need to run the AC, you can always dumb that down to just 15 or 20. We have a pre-hookup for cable and satellite. Our black tank flush, which helps keeps those sensors clean on the black tank so that it reads properly. And then we have our water fill for our tank. And then just in front of the wheel here, we're going to have our black and gray, so nicely protected in the midpoint. Again, emergency exit window on this side, that can be left over 6 inches. We've got our magnetic hatches here. They're great because you won't have the hatches basically dropping down on your head. But just a wonderful little coach, especially if it's perhaps a first trailer for you. Perhaps you're moving up from a tent trailer. You want that flexibility to have multiple beds, just depending on the situation. If you're someone who tends to travel with friends or family, or even the family dog, it just gives you multiple options. And then outside, you have just unparalleled awning coverage on the left-hand door side, which is where you're going to want to live all the time. And again, a unit that's under 3,100 pounds, under 21 feet. So it is just an awesome little machine that you'd certainly enjoy crisscrossing the country should you wish to head that far out, or even just in your local neighborhood. This would be something that would be, I think, something you'd own for a very long time. We'd welcome you out to Primo RV Center to come have a closer look at one of the best values in the RV industry today, and that's in the Bijou series. We currently have 3 different layouts of theirs in stock, and this is our newest arrival, the 16RDB.